Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show, a once proud member of the now defunct Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. In a non-FCC regulated episode of The Life, Charlie Hester is back as co-host. We record in her home in Danville, Illinois with Matt Hester and Timothy Greider to talk about the fear experiment. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, welcome to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. We're just going to go ahead and get right into things.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with my guest co-host, not guest co-host. You're the real co-host, even though you quit.
No, I'm sorry.
Charlie Hester is sitting in the
everybody.
co-host seat
It's
again.
good to be back again.
Because we clearly are not live on WWSU right now because
we're not.
This is going to be a special broadcast, a special episode.
Yes.
Because I am actually in the fucking metropolis that is Danville, Illinois.
Yes, you are. It's booming over here.
Well, I will say the ribs were amazing.
Yeah, I took Dawn to Cags for lunch. There's leftover in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I got the coleslaw with the horseradish. Yeah,
Cags forever.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about Danville is Cags.
And I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce our guests. Because I honestly didn't catch one of their names.
Oh, sure. So today this episode is odd because not only is Dawn here at my house, sitting in my dining room, and we're recording this, but also our guests today are people that I am very close to. One is my husband, Matt Hester.
Hi, how you doing?
And the other is his best friend, cohort in crime, Timothy Greider.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Sort of normal people.
Normal people.
We haven't met.
Pleasure to meet you. Yes, I'm
Don
sure
Smith,
this will
Tim
grow.
Greider. Yes. So, but it's really one of the reasons why I'm so glad that we were able to take time and do this show is because, we talk a lot about my comedy and my career, but what a lot of people don't know is that my husband is super supportive of my comedy career, and he's an artist in his own right. And so today he gets the opportunity to...
The look on
Why
your
do
face.
you look shocked?
In his
my own right.
Whatever that means. He's his own kind
a little
artist,
lesser than, but
No.
No, I think it's
he
what
does
we
his
do.
little art stuff, and it's just wonderful.
Aw, your little skits.
We'll just refer to you as Charlie's husband.
Oh no, I will kill you.
I know. People do that a lot. And so
They do that a lot.
I
Oh,
know.
Charlie's husband, I am also a person.
yes. And his name is Matt, and he is incredible. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about one of Matt and Tim's current projects that they've been working on for now this is going to be the
second season
of what you're doing, and it is called
The Fear Experiment.
The Fear Experiment.
Yes, we like to explore the recesses of your mind, probably not how you want them explored necessarily.
Yes. So well, and
that sounds fun, but
explain to us.
I don't even explore my own mind, really.
We'd love to have you.
Sometimes. Well, let me dispel any misconceptions, because the first thing we always get is, so it's like a haunted house.
Fuck haunted houses.
Yeah. It's not. It's very, very different from a haunted house. A haunted house, you go, you have fun. The people are going to be wearing masks, and they're monsters and zombies and stuff, and they jump out and they chase you with a chainsaw.
What do they do to you?
They go, and they chase you with a chainsaw. And then you leave, you're unscathed. It's all just jump scares.
Right.
Whereas
we suffocate you.
Yeah, we do. This is a personal experience. You, in most cases, and we change it up from time to time, as we're told to do, it is a personal experience. You go through mostly by yourself. You are interacted with by those you encounter physically, verbally. You sign a waiver. There are rules you must follow. And we will be extremely aggressive and very invasive. And the purpose of it is to face your own fears, where you truly, genuinely feel that you might be in danger. You know you're not. You know you aren't actually going to get hurt. But it is very personal.
We like to say it's the safest you will ever feel being in non-imminent danger. Yeah, actually, that's the opposite. It is the most danger you will ever feel being in a safe environment.
Yeah.
We like magic. We like smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
We like tweaking everything that you think that you may not be afraid of and showing you that you actually are afraid of these things. And some things you are very afraid of, like I said, suffocation.
Charlie's afraid of everything, and that is why
Yeah.
I have been to the space where all of this happens one time. And
So the spider that was in your coffee cup, was that part?
No.
We really appreciated that, though. That is, we will build that into our show.
Oh, yeah,
certainly.
absolutely. Yeah.
Because did you see the reaction? People are terrified of that kind of...
We definitely took note.
We definitely took note, yes.
Anything that scares Charlie, it's written in a future season. That's
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to get your inspiration somewhere.
You do. But it's funny because, like, Matt will come home and he'll be telling me about, sort of what show they've been told or what direction their show is to be going.
Can I explain that?
Sure.
What they were being told to do. Well, Tim and I started talking a couple of years ago. I had never even heard of this particular genre. Just immersive horror is what it's called, and it's growing, but there's not a lot of them out there. There are a lot of houses in like L.A. There's a couple in New York, like Blackout Haunted House or Blackout Experience, whatever they're calling themselves, sort of like the granddaddy of them all. There's a couple in Chicago, I think, but for the most part, like in the Midwest, there's almost nothing.
Right.
And I'd never even heard of it. Tim introduced me to the genre, and we managed to get connected to this place. They just go by The Company. And it's just sort of, they're very secretive. We know a little bit more about it than that, but it's just sort of this entity. They sort of run these things. They fund all of it and everything. And they pick different little areas to do this stuff. And we got chosen to be sort of local representatives.
And
to put
since
things
Danville
together.
has such a high murder rate, they selected Danville.
It's what's it like on the list of like the top 10 worst places in America to live? So
Hey, we're still in a recession. The company's just trying to help get us out.
These people need some adventure. But so we
You think recession's scary. Hold on.
so we have like a lot of creative freedom and stuff like that. But that's why we say that. But yeah, we it's and what attracts me to it is it's more of a personal like exercise to see what you can handle. Because like me personally,
Testing your limits.
Yeah. Because like I've never been in a truly dangerous situation where I was really, really scared, which I don't want to be. But I want to know, how would I react? Because you feel really alive in those moments. And I don't know, would I be brave? Would I fall down and cry? I don't know. And then we discovered this and went, oh, well, there's a thing where you can find out if you're brave. If you're not, will you break down and cry? And almost everybody that has gotten through it, you don't have to. We provide a safety word. If you can't handle it, you just call out the safety word, and then we stop.
And then the one lady shit her pants, and that was sort of like a safety word.
Yeah, that was
Safety turd.
that was safety turd. Yes.
It's good you're flexible like that.
We should give them the two options, safety word or safety turd, and we'll get you right on out of there. But for those who made it all the way through, they felt like I accomplished something. Like I made it. And like in a regular haunted house, you're going to get through and like, ooh, and everybody's going to giggle and laugh. But at this, you're like, damn, I I accomplished something here.
Yeah, I didn't throw my girlfriend in the way and run
I
out.
did not.
Or shit.
I didn't shit my pants. Yeah.
I think a safety word's always a good thing to have anyway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we're talking about two different things here, Don.
I don't know. Both can be a little fucking scary.
Yeah, you're right.
We also do. There are a lot of BDSM folks that like what we do because we push their limitations. We approach them,
Which is kind of what that's about as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
it was. We didn't consider that going into it, but then we were like, wow, we sort of collecting a different audience here, and then we started advertising on BDSM websites because, wow, what an opportunity to come in and have a group of strangers grope and to do all of these horrific things to you in a very safe environment that is actually, weirdly enough, ethical.
Yeah. I mean, they sign a waiver.
They do.
Yeah.
So we're covered.
Yep.
And everybody
Even if
knows,
they're
and
not.
you're well warned. You know what you're going to encounter generically.
So not expecting that to be part of the audience, where you did you just go in one night and like, why is everybody touching themselves? They're supposed to be scared.
No, there was a lot of like, and lip bites, and and all kinds of other reactions that really wasn't what we were expecting.
Huh.
Yeah, when you're telling a person that, you want to slit them open and, play in their guts and they go, like, oh, well, that's not
The reaction I was expecting.
Most people are a little intimidated by that, but
Yeah, that's a little different.
It's a little.
Yeah.
but we all enjoyed it.
So we built a lot of that into our current show that we're working on called Nightmare, which is an exploration of dreams and fears and government things that may lend themselves well to, how would you say it?
I mean, I can explain the basic storyline. We've been researching like government, like sort of like shadow government projects, like MK Ultra.
And you work for the company, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ironically,
Not a federal entity.
not a federal entity. No.
Of course, you have to say that, but that's all right.
Yeah. But I in research like MK Ultra and things like that, and they did use a lot of like mind altering drugs and things like that to try to brainwash people, turn them into like secret spy agents that they didn't even know that they were spy agents because they could be triggered into action because their brains had been turned to mush and manipulated. And then we got to thinking about like lucid dreaming, where you can consciously control your dreams, and what if you could face your own personal nightmares during lucid dreaming so that you could consciously battle them, maybe overcome them, and how would that affect your waking life, that possibly you could live a life much more free of fear. And then that's sort of where the basis of the storyline comes from, that it's a government agency working under the title Project Sandman, that they've created a serum that allows you to lucid dream your own nightmares. And you are a volunteer that has agreed to go through this human beta testing as they're trying to work out the kinks.
All right, buddy, that's enough. Let's talk about our old
Yeah, I mean, that's not giving anything away. I mean, that gives nothing away. Everything you're going to encounter will be horrific and awful, but that's, just to create interest, that's your basic storyline.
Yeah. If you guys are going to start talking about the old show, though, I need to go get the headphones, because Matt will come home.
You know everything.
No,
happened.
but I hate all of it. I support you. I do, but I don't want to hear about it.
That is the interesting thing, like, oh my god, and then I don't want to know.
I do
it
that.
Was so awesome. This one person cried. I don't care.
Do you say the same thing when she tries to tell you about comedy shows?
I politely pretend to listen, and then I browse Facebook.
Perfect.
As all good husbands should.
And we got a snort. Thank you. I've been waiting for that.
Yeah.
No, could you just maybe run down through the list there, Matt, of things that we promised to do to them?
Or what you can expect.
Yeah, sure.
The categories.
I think that's a nice little. I mean, they can find all of this on our website,
which is
www.
Current show.
www.thefearexperiment.com.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
We'll sort of read the little disclaimer that you would read prior to purchasing your ticket, so that really helps you make that decision.
Oh, yeah. This is good. This is...
And we're constantly expanding that list as well because we keep thinking of more horrific shit that we can do to people that they want done to them, weirdly enough. And we're really proud of that.
Yeah.
It's like they're comics, but they're just not writing jokes.
It's a different epicenter
So it's like
of the
Sunday
brain.
comics.
It's like Wiley's
open
Sunday
mic.
comedy
Yeah.
at 101 Pine Street. You betcha.
I just have to throw that out there anyway.
How's the green room doing? Is it good?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
People
yeah,
been
yeah.
farting on that couch?
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Cool.
I go in there at least once a week.
Just fart.
Just yeah.
Just in my memory.
Yeah. Just yeah.
We miss you, Charlie.
Yeah. Come on back.
Yep.
It's for you.
Okay. Well, yeah. Here's our trigger warning list. I guess. Just be prepared. Things that you will encounter: aggression, and we're not kidding about that. Claustrophobia, clothing removal.
Uh-oh.
So, if you
Sunday comics. That's
we
yeah.
suggest
so
that
far.
you wear underwear. If you don't, well,
That's on you.
We warned
That's
you.
on you.
That's probably somewhat on you too.
Yeah.
We anticipate, honestly, that someone will not because they want to be exposed.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's whatever. It's your experience.
Just hope that's not the one that shits their pants because there's
Well,
no
that's-
pants at that point.
Wet cleanup,
Cleanup.
in the dungeon.
Crawling, fog, food products. Yes, we will make you eat things, and it will not be pleasant. Loud noises, nudity, restraint, touching, water. Sexual scenarios, different things like that. Again, you have to be 18 and up because it is quite adult in nature.
I really
Well, yeah,
wanted
it-
electrocution added to that this year, but we're going to save that for another season.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want to do everything at the same.
That's what he
season.
told
You got
me.
to keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't burn all of our tricks this show.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Now, electrocution or electric shock? Because electrocution means somebody dies.
Yeah. That's,
Right up to the point, yeah.
Okay, so like real fucking close
Yeah,
to
yeah.
electrocution.
Some
Okay,
exit
perfect.
wounds, things
yeah,
like
okay.
that, yeah.
minor
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Shoes blown, no.
Oh, yeah. So it's really weird though that this is what happens in Danville.
Driving through the town, that's exactly what I thought. This is the exact place that shit should happen.
Yep.
Danville, where you can do everything before 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Right,
exactly.
right.
The funny thing,
Including almost electrocution.
Including
next
almost
season.
electrocution.
On the next season of Danville.
I'm going to tell the story about Amy, but I'll. Our daughter was on a first date. This has been about this time last year, and she was on a date with a gentleman who works for is it a cable or some kind of a construction company,
Yeah.
and they do sort of like what you do but with construction.
Right.
And anyway, he came and he's like, first date with our daughter, and he's like, I got to tell you, he said, some friends of mine at work. Some friends of mine at work, they went down into this basement at this one particular building in Danville, and there is some really weird shit down there. And he's like, I don't even know what's going on in this building and blah, blah, blah. And our daughter looks at him real sweetly and she goes, yeah, that's my dad. and they're still dating. They're getting ready to,
Wow.
they've been together for 8-9 months, and he's a great kid, and he knows the kind of family he's getting into. So, but yeah, there were pictures of dead bodies everywhere, and
Real dead bodies.
real dead. Yeah, not
Right.
The type of
posed.
stuff you find in Mexican murder mags.
Oh, I've never seen it. Have you?
They actually, I lived in Mexico, yeah. They sell them at the supermarkets. They are tabloidy type things, and they are depictions of every possible, when they have a story about so-and-so was killed by, or this is what we found, there's an accompanying picture of the corpse.
Whoa.
And they are commonplace. It's
Wow.
not weird. I guess it probably goes with the cartel.
Yeah, Yeah.
So-
Well, they put it out as a warning then. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
Yeah.
much how they're presented.
Good
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they had those pictures down there, and I don't know, there was some sort of like a ritual table with candles all over
Yep.
it, and
Human tissue.
Now back to Satan. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
yep.
You had little body parts in jars like teeth and fingernails and hair and
The real stuff. That's,
Some.
yeah,
Some?
most of
Okay,
it. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let me just tell you, do you know what it is like as a woman to open a package that you have thought you ordered, and it was going to be like your silly little mermaid tail, and you open it up and it's like gas mask and human teeth?
I would
can't
fall in
say
love.
I know what that's like.
No, this is why I am the way I am, Don. This is
Okay,
why
okay.
I am so messed up on stage.
You're a very, very
understand now.
lucky lady.
Yes.
We also found that urine molds. And that was sort of that was unexpected
Yep.
as well.
Yeah,
That's
Well, you try to leave a personal touch, and things just go off.
Yeah, well, what a pisser.
I leave my human touch all over the place.
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that went in a weird direction.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like even in college parking lots.
Yeah.
This is why this can't go over the air on WWSU. This is
Oh, because
yeah, 'cause-
talk about me peeing in a cup and throwing
Right,
it out
right.
on
Ah.
Wright State grass.
right. Because I'm
That's
sure
where
you're
we're
the
going,
only
okay.
person that's ever taken a leak at Wright State in
Right.
the parking lot.
Yeah. Everybody pees in their car, right? This is normal behavior that
Well,
I do.
it's Wright State. Just pretty much everybody pisses everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Good.
Wright State has one Yelp review, and it is
Oh,
one
does?
star.
Oh,
One
wow.
star. Yeah. Have you never looked at it?
Why would I?
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's a 1-star Yelp review for
and it's
Wright
the
State.
only one they've
Yeah.
got. That's
Yep.
well,
Smells like
they've
piss.
only been there since 1964. So
Yeah. Do I?
I said the review is smells like
yeah,
piss.
this parking lot smells like piss.
My bad. Sorry. That's terrible.
See, I used to work there too, so I give no fucks about rates.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You'll never work there again.
Oh,
But,
that's for damn sure. I was a union steward when I was there too, and trust me, they fucking hated me too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the administration was not a fan. Not a
Your
fan.
rejection letter from them is just going to be like a file with just a bunch of clips from the live
Yeah.
radio show.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah,
all
absolutely.
of the times that you've been like busting Wright State's ass.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do it.
like-
I'll do it live on the air too. I just won't get as I won't get quite as bad.
Yeah.
Because they won't let me say piss.
That's
well,
right.
Those fuckers.
Such a fun word.
It is. It is. They're all fun words.
They
That's
are
why.
fun
That's
words.
why they won't let you say them on the air. 'cause
That's exactly
It's the
right.
government cracking down on you. They won't let
No
you have
fun.
Yeah, no fun. So, I'm trying to think of a good question. How did you know that this is the direction you wanted your life to go?
Wow. That's a hell of a question.
I think it's when you
Tim?
met me.
Well, I think it was like meeting a kindred spirit.
And he said something to the
You just-
lines of, well, I'd like to do this horror thing. I'd like to, I love horror films and I love theater. And I'm like, yeah, have you ever heard of Blackout? And then like he came to my house and we watched the Blackout Experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on from there. And I think by the next year we were actively working, building, pursuing, auditioning, writing, scripting, building special effects sets, and then wondering what tricks we can put in there to make people say safety. We had a safety bingo board that each actor had, and if they could...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
We did not put on their shit pants, though, and I think
No.
we'll put that for
This
our
year,
next
this
season.
season.
It's that.
Well, it's a
Well,
learning thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it totally feeds into, because I've been acting for, I figured it out, like next year it'll be 30 years. God, I feel old as shit.
You're
I
old.
started as a teenager though, so maybe that helps. But I've always been a huge like horror movie fan, haunted houses, stuff like that. And then Tim is definitely a theater connoisseur. He's probably seen way like a million more shows than I've ever seen and or been in combined. And a true love for horror and things like that. and just kind of the idea like, what if we mixed the two together? Because it's still storytelling. It's
Right.
still theater. And it sort of mixes my extreme love for horror and theater. Well, not my, our collectively.
And nudity.
And
Right,
nudity.
right.
And like everybody likes seeing naked people. And, as an actor, you can feel the energy from an audience when you're performing.
Right.
Remember
You
we
don't acknowledge them because you can't. You are immersed in your character and the story that you're telling. And in this, because I've acted in it just a couple of times, getting to interact directly with the audience member, eliciting the emotional response from them directly, is a whole different feeling.
their
Not better or worse,
respirations
but-
being their applause.
yes.
Right.
Well,
Well, yeah, that would be a whole new element because, of course, I've done theater for several years, and yeah, there is an energy back and forth. But if
Sure.
you're one-on-one with a person, putting them through something of that nature, God, that's got to be.
I just got
Yeah,
goosebumps
that's-
thinking
that's-
about it. It
yeah,
totally
that's gotta
is.
be,
It's wonderful.
But knowing that they are there for the same purpose that it exists, that they want to test their limits, they want to push
Right.
themselves, they want to see if they're as strong as they think they are. So you don't feel like, oh my God, I'm just yelling at a person and being horrible to them. That no, they're legitimately enjoying this. So you get to enjoy screaming and horribly doing terrible things.
Real
to
time
Right, right.
adventure.
Yeah.
real-time
It's real-time
adventure, exactly.
adventure, yes.
Yeah.
We always say being dropped into your own horror film,
Yep.
which is now a tagline for every fucking immersive house in America. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we really shy away from that
Yeah.
at this point because that's I don't I think that we're unique in a certain sense.
Well, and the one thing that I appreciate that is sort of the standard that we have to stick to is that no supernatural elements.
All
Ever.
real.
Right. right.
Because your mind
well,
knows.
that would take away the suspension of disbelief. That would take away
Yeah.
what you have to
yeah,
have
'cause-
going in there that this could be happening.
We know that humans are monsters.
Right.
They are the only real monsters that walk amongst us and we see every day. And
Oh no, there is a picture of Bigfoot up there, just in case you.
Big feet aren't they're gentle, loving creatures.
fucking
Yeah,
Harry and the
I don't
Hendersons.
buy that. I
Right?
don't buy that.
I
But
do.
that's why no supernatural elements, because zombies, you can't be truly scared of zombies because, well, but that doesn't really exist, vampires and all that kind of stuff. But humans,
Humanity exists.
humans are real.
Yeah.
And all scenarios are things like this could actually happen.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
just the realism then just goes through the roof, and that's where the genuine fear comes in that, oh shit, this could really be a thing.
Yeah. I mean, and like it's hard enough for me to watch horror movies. Like I can watch American Horror Story, but I have like all the lights have to be on and I have to take frequent breaks cuz I get real chicken.
Could
And
listen to some Disney music real quick.
yeah,
and,
but like I can't remember where I was going with this, but basically yeah, I can't imagine. I've never gone through it and I never will. I've never gone through the fear experiment.
She was, however, nice enough to film a trailer for us, but we had to keep the fucking lights on, which was sort of a buzzkill for a bunch of freaks. And it's not evident in the trailer, which you can also find on our website.
Yes.
Just so if you're really curious as to what it looks like. And we will be filming another trailer here, and I think
Yeah,
this is a
trailer will be
nice
coming
time
out
for
soon.
us to ask if you will kindly film another trailer for us, Charlie.
I'm going to wear those headphones.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'm going to have like
Good
my
idea.
little headlamp and
Would naked bodies help?
I'm fine with nudity. Nudity doesn't ever bother me.
We'll bring that to the table for
Oh,
you
okay.
as a Scooby snack.
I'll just
Rode.
What?
That's
Wow.
right.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's great. That's
My
impressive.
daughter would have just have fallen in love with you.
Wow.
You'd be going home with me tonight, buddy.
How old's your daughter? I just
5.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
that's-
Never mind.
That's the kind of fear we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's prison time scares the fuck out
Yes.
of me.
Yes. Yep. I'm too purty to go to prison.
Exactly.
Well-
They would love my beard in there.
I bet they would.
So soft.
Oh.
Part it right down the middle.
It's not my usual beard oil.
That's what? Oh,
If it works.
I love the direction we're going here.
Just in time that we should probably go ahead and take a break. I'm
I gotta
probably
pee.
going to plug some music in later on. I think I'm going to go with Mr. Stone King. I haven't played him in a while, and since Mr. Stone King's a horror person, I think he would enjoy. Mr. Stone King would enjoy the Fear Experiment.
I've never heard Mr. I don't think you've ever played it.
I have several. Maybe not when you were there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
because you're a metalhead and you like Pottersfield.
I do like Pottersfield.
But no, we'll play some Mr. Stone King, and we will be back here shortly on the live radio show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
These eyes of green, I can stare for 1,000 years, colder than the moon. It's been so long. Just the fear of losing you. Don't you know my name? It's been so long, and I've been putting out fire with gasoline. She had a horror room, she was tired and you can't find me. When I looked in her eyes, they were blue, but there's nobody home. And she could have been a killer if she didn't walk the way she do. And she do. She opened strange doors we'd never closed again. She began to wild jealousy scream, hating at the light, you know what I mean. Ooh, scary monsters, super creeps, keep me running scared. Scary monsters, all super creeps, keep me running scared. Stay, I stole her room. She asked for my love and I gave her a dangerous mind. Now she's stupid in the street and she can't socialize. Well, I love the little girl and I love her till the day she dies. She wears Jesse's guitar sound, jealousy scream, hating at the light. You know what I mean? Ooh, scary monsters, all super creeps, keep me running scared. Scary monsters, super creeps, super creeps keep me running scared.
Pick it up, Dirt.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah. I know you're not used to holding
I'm-
the mic in your
I'm
hand.
We
not.
all smoke dope, and he goes brain dead.
Yep, and you guys also aren't used to what I always do to Charlie, too, is I come back. I start recording like 20 seconds before I let her know. So, hey, welcome back to the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith.
I
sitting in
hate
with
you,
the
Don
best
Smith.
fucking co-host in the world on a show where we can cuss. Charlie Hester.
Hey! It's so nice to be able to cuss because I've been holding back because I've been doing all this sunny shine brightly shit.
Yeah.
I know.
It's good you have a release now.
I do.
To get
I
it
need
out.
a release.
Yeah.
Like that pressure builds up in these pipes, and
That is true. That is true. I had my pipes clipped and couldn't do anything for a month. There was a lot of pressure buildup.
And that's when you need your pipes cleaned.
Exactly. Anyway, we're
Good night, folks.
we're still here with Matt and Tim. Tim or Timothy? Which do you prefer?
Timothy.
Timothy. Matt and Timothy.
yeah.
All right.
Timothy
That way I
is
don't
too.
get
He's
it
too
wrong.
good for Danville. He shouldn't be here. Danville's not even cool. We don't even have an Olive Garden, Don. We're not even cool enough for that.
Yeah, but it's an Olive Garden, so that's the only.
Well, I know, but still, it's the principle of the thing.
See,
Like,
I live in the big city of Englewood, Ohio now, and
Wow.
we have Tony's Italian Kitchen. So, you big cities can take your Olive Garden and just
I've
shit it out.
never
I don't know.
eaten there. Why have I
At
not
an
ever
Olive-
eaten?
Olive Garden?
No, I've eaten at an Olive Garden.
Oh, okay,
That's why
okay.
I'm so mad. No, the the one you just said.
You've only been to Wiley's coming through Dayton. You've never been up in my direction.
Well, no,
I'm like 30
but-
minutes from
but
Wiley's. So
But we went to what's the one? The siracha eggs that I never ended up getting.
Lily's Bistro.
Yeah, we've eaten at Lily's
Yeah,
Bistro, and we've been. I mean, we've
Yeah, we even went
eaten
all the way down by the Dayton Mall to eat at a.
Frisch's.
That was.
That was when we went to go pick up the shop vac because
Yes, yeah.
We had an eventful day at
yeah,
Wiley's.
Somebody flooded the toilet.
Stop.
Not going to mention any names.
It wasn't me. Oh,
But no, we went to what's the burger place you like? That
with
I
the
don't-
pineapple rings.
Oh no, that was Bob's. That was Blind Bob's.
I like Blind Bob's. They have deep fried pineapple rings, and they have like a little bit.
See, that's the thing. We've been all over Dayton, but not to Englewood.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but no, the pineapple rings were like hot, like spicy hot. Oh gosh, they were so good.
Yeah, that was Blind Bob's.
Yeah.
Also down the Oregon
Yeah,
district.
and they gave
Actually,
you like
Bob's and Lily's are owned by the same family.
really.
Yeah, fantastic people.
I assumed you were talking about In-N-Out Burger.
No,
Nope, but we don't have any of those in that area. Yeah.
no.
This sounds like something Charlie would like.
My friends who know me best.
Steak and Shake. That's what the fuck I'm talking. Steak and
Oh,
Shake.
yeah.
We went all the way down to Steak and Shake, like 30 minutes south of Wiley's,
We did.
and ran into Cal Westry there.
We
which, of all
did, and I got
things,
to meet
is-
his wife, and she invited me over to their house the next time that she makes pasties.
There you go.
Pasties and gravy.
Pasties.
Pasties. Yeah.
Inviting you over for pasties or pasties.
Pasties.
Yeah, okay.
Darn. Pasties.
Well, if you ever get to town to visit your hijacked massage chair,
yes.
then you can eat at Tony's Italian Kitchen.
All right. I'm going to
All
hold
right.
you to that. We're
All
going to.
right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's make that the episode name. I have to
that?
take Charlie to Tony's Italian Kitchen.
No, I think the better, if we're going to use an Italian restaurant as the title for this episode, we're going to have to go with Backdoor Pizza.
They have really good pizza.
As soon as I drove past that, I was like, it's intriguing.
Yes.
Don't know if I'd want to eat it.
Charlie has a lot of influence in this town.
No, actually reminded me of Mike Wells' joke about how I eat candy corn the same way I eat ass. On accident, because I'm not paying attention. I love Michael Wells.
He's a good
He's
joke
got
writer.
some good stuff.
That's a good joke, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should we start hitting some news stories
Oh,
so that we're
yeah.
not completely lapsing in our
Did
duties?
you bring good ones?
They're probably all crap,
Okay.
Good.
but we can cuss and punch them up on this episode,
All right.
so we're good. All right. A Maryland man was arrested last week after he allegedly rammed his truck repeatedly into the local city hall building because the city turned his water off when he didn't pay his bill, according to the mayor. The man was hit with a slew of charges after the incident, which took place in Taneytown.
What's the name?
Taneytown.
Ooh.
Taney?
That's
That's
Is the T silent?
no, yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Taneytown. No, Taneytown, a city roughly 50 miles northwest of Baltimore, just before 6 p.m. on Friday. Witnesses told police the man, quote, struck the building multiple times with his truck on purpose, an action Mayor Bradley Wantz described as nothing less than a terrorist attack on the city. I think you're getting a little extreme with that. But.
Can we invite him to our show?
That man will go there.
He knows nothing about terrorism.
Yeah, fear is not a. Oh wait, that's a different show.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that town's just one Freudian slip away from a whole different genre.
Yep, good old. You ever been to Taneytown?
Down.
They sell a lot of candy
I
corn
think you
there.
have to take the D train to get there.
Oh my gosh. It only goes south. All
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
Wow.
You never know where news stories are going to go here
No,
on the Life. But
you don't.
We report the truth. That's why, Charlie.
Yes.
Truth about Taneytown. That could be a possible title. For
There's the Fear Experiments Season 4 show.
Welcome to Tainty Town.
I was thinking about the Roger Rabbit sequel with Jennifer. I mean, what is her name?
Jessica Rabbit?
Jessica
oh,
Rabbit.
Yes,
Yes,
Jessica Rabbit's taint. That's like, oh. It just sounds like
That's Toon Taneytown.
Toon Taneytown. Yeah.
Oh, because it's Tiny Town is where they live, isn't it?
Toontown.
Toontown.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
But close enough.
I was
Yeah.
trying to make the connection there. All right.
Yeah, no, it was the
Taint
town.
Town.
I think town was the only
Taint.
connection.
Ah, okay.
It's just nice to be able to say the word, not have to.
Taint?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever said taint on the air. I know we've taint on the air.
Not many occasions for that word to come up. I don't
I
think,
ain't
but
saying taint.
Clearly, you don't know the Life Radio
Apparently,
show, sir.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
You say
had
it
one
often
episode.
otherwise.
We had one episode where I think we had like 20 different ways we ended up sneaking piss in, while Patrick was sitting there oblivious.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
just adding it on
Just
to
'cause-
other words
just
because
'cause.
that's what because we're fucking childish, Charlie.
We
We're
are.
childish.
I know.
The site of a shuttered strip club in Wisconsin is fucking depressing. No, the sight of it, because what else is there to do in Wisconsin? I mean, eat cheese and strippers.
Cheese and strippers.
Just stay away from Taney Town with a cheesy stripper.
Get a little Fromunda under there.
The site of a shuttered strip club in Wisconsin is being transformed into, quote, a place of life and light and hope and joy, as it eventually becomes a Christian school, part of which will be open later this month. The former Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club, located in a strip mall in Trenton, roughly 40 miles north of Milwaukee, will soon open as Ozaki Christian School. Officials purchased the strip mall this year and plan to make what used to be the strip club into a place for education in, quote, a story only God could write.
Did somebody Google Ozaki? Because I'm not quite sure the connotation.
I think they went backwards in their pursuit there.
I think so.
And for the record, a lot of strippers are pursuing their education. That's why they're there.
Right, but
Totally
not typically at Christian
They're always
schools,
working on an
yeah.
English degree. Go ahead.
It's been 2 years to get. It's been a long 2 years to get there, but a very rewarding 2 years," said David Schwartz, school board president of Ozaki Christian Schools, a.k.a. Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club.
Are they keeping the strippers on the payroll at least?
Yeah,
or?
they're going to collect the offering.
$1 at a time. G-strings for Jesus.
Pass the donation basket back here.
They make so much more money just in waving dollar bills.
Yep, the only problem is they put a crossbeam on the pole, so you swing around. It's a giant crucifix now.
Crucifix at the top.
Welcome to the most offensive radio show I've ever done.
Oh, man.
But don't blame me. Blame Ozaki Christian Schools.
Yes.
A.K.A. the Rhino
AKA
Gentlemen's
the
Club.
Spearmint Rhino.
Oh, Spearmint.
Get it right, Charlie.
Because it leaves a minty
Somebody
taste.
start a hashtag G-strings for Jesus, because that should be a thing.
We have another episode title in the here. G-strings for Jesus.
That is fabulous. Are you doing it right now?
Oh.
What are you doing?
No,
Are
he's
you,
right.
Are you
No, I'm
Googling
not.
G-strings for
I'm
Jesus?
not doing G-strings for
okay.
Jesus. My parents occasionally see my Facebook. I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought they went through your Google search bar and.
No.
Oh, okay. That's probably bad.
And I clear that shit out.
Oh, let's see. Where are we?
Well, we were about to pass the plate, Don.
Yes. I'll tuck $1 and you pass it up here. See, I can't remember half these news stories because I do that every time. I put a whole bunch on there, and by the time I read them, it's like, what the fuck is this?
What?
What's the story about?
Yeah. A Canadian man reportedly hopped in his car and left his sentencing hearing in an Ontario courthouse just moments after a judge told him he wasn't allowed to drive for the next year. The 35-year-old unidentified man was convicted of drunk driving, according to the Canadian press. He left the courtroom promptly after he was ordered not to drive, but soon after he left, the man reportedly drove away from the courthouse despite being sentenced moments prior. A police officer who happened to be in the courtroom when he was sentenced spotted the man, and he was pulled over. He is charged with operation while prohibited and is scheduled to appear in court again on September 30th. So he's kind of slow.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Which is
another one
funny.
to add to the patron list.
Yes.
That guy gives no fucks at all.
That's what we like to find. I don't
Yeah.
even have that many Florida stories this week, I don't think.
You haven't needed them yet.
I do believe that I have another story about another woman that was convicted of drunk driving twice in the same day.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't remember if I included that. When I read that one, it might not have been one I put in. But we'll get there together.
All right, yes.
And then
That's-
it'll be in the next hour, and then it'll be a callback that if you don't listen to both episodes, you won't get.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we like.
A Tennessee man who spent, quote, countless time driving from one Popeyes to another in search of his popular chicken sandwich is suing the fast food chain after he was left hungry. I can't get happy. I have this sandwich on my mind. I can't think straight, said Craig Barr, To the Chattanooga Times Free Press on Thursday, it just consumes me. Barr's suit accused Popeyes of deceptive business practices and false advertising, the paper reported. He said he was scammed out of $25 by a man claiming to be a Popeyes employee who said he was selling sandwiches behind the restaurant.
That's beautiful.
Once he gave the scammer the money, he never saw him again, Barr said. He also claimed he blew out a tire and damaged a rim from driving one Popeyes to another, and was humiliated when his friends laughed at his ordeal. So he was suing Popeyes because he was humiliated. $25 was lifted off of him. He blew out a tire because he needed a chicken sandwich. So.
I don't have words for that. I've never wanted a chicken sandwich so bad. I'm like, hey, come in the back alley. Yeah, man.
Yep. It was consuming him. He was really suing because he didn't get the heroin he was looking for. But that's their code word is Popeye's chicken sandwich, because if you've ever been around a Popeyes, you could probably get heroin around that.
Yeah.
Must be a hell of a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping at the strip mall up with the Spearmint Rhino, they also open up a Chick-fil-A.
Well, might as well. Yeah.
Same clientele.
Same clientele.
Or that could be the one I talk about that the lesbian couple owns, and it'd be the chick on Chick-fil-A.
You're on to something.
I would eat there every day.
Exactly. Just imagine the dudes lined up and all the disappointed dudes on the inside because it's just chicken sandwiches.
Are you here to eat in or eat out? I'll eat out, please.
Yeah. I have one of the chicken sandwiches with 2 breasts.
Oh, my word.
And how about we try some of those cross-cut fries?
And then let's open one in Taintsville.
Tainty Town.
Tainty Town.
Same difference. It was originally Taintsville, and they wanted to clean it up.
Taints
Nobody likes a dirty taint.
Taints are half price, yeah.
I was wondering what vegetables they might add to their sandwiches, right? Chick on Chick-fil-A? I guess the obvious.
Wouldn't be any eggplant.
No, nor cucumbers.
Nope.
No cucumbers.
Nope.
When did Chick-fil-A start serving tacos?
Oh, my gosh. Y'all are a mess, and I'm here for it.
And free floss with every order.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Spearmint Rhino Chick-fil-A. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yep. All right. A Georgia woman was arrested after police say she was caught on camera attacking an Uber driver by biting him and trying to damage his car. Tashina Campbell, 26, was taken into custody on August 20th, days after the incident in which she allegedly attacked driver Yasser Hadi in Midtown Atlanta on August 18th. A video uploaded to Twitter of the attacks begins with a woman identified by WAGA as Campbell sitting on the hood of a car, breaking off the windshield wiper. Bystanders and Hadi encourage her to stop before the woman throws a punch at him. The woman hops off the car and enters the vehicle through the driver's side door while Hadi tries to stop her. "Get out of my car," he shouts as he pulls the woman to the ground. The woman tries punching the Uber driver before biting him, prompting him to scream.
Wow. What? I wonder what set her off.
That's one of those
Because that
mysteries that
doesn't-
I wish they included in the story.
Well, yeah, because that doesn't sound...
That'll come out in court, and nobody will ever know the truth behind it.
I mean, no woman's going to put that kind of an effort unless he's really got it coming. I mean, pulling off a windshield wiper is hard work.
Well, yeah, they're hard enough to change when
Yeah.
you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Usually, I just end up having to
Interesting.
pull them off because I can't. It's been so long since I changed them, I can't remember which little clip to flip.
Wow.
It's like a puzzle. Like, how the fuck? And turn it, flip it this way? Nope, that's not right. And,
Out my eye. That got the eye.
damn. Like, I briefly considered, like, trying, like, an Uber thing, and then you read some of those horror stories, it's like, dear God,
Welcome to
people are
Fear
insane.
Experiment Uber.
And it is. Man. Well, I think because I brought it up, and Charlie's like, do you want vomit in your car every day? Oh, nope, that's not the job for me. No, thanks. Nope.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. So I think I've only used Uber once or twice, and it's It's not been great.
The only time
Lovely service, but
the only time
It's a great idea.
it's a fantastic idea, yeah.
Yeah, I use it when I'm in LA or Boston, and pretty much everywhere else I'm happy to drive. So, unless I'm like actually going to drink, but I rarely do that after a show. So, anyway, yeah, I haven't taken an Uber.
I don't want to get
years.
bitten either. So.
Right, yeah.
Now, Uber Eats, totally different story. Uber Eats, I am there for. Oh yeah, we don't have Uber Eats. They deliver fast food to your door, babe. It's so amazing.
That's a whole new level of lazy.
I know, and I love it. It's $3 extra.
Well, that's just like the opposite. Maybe the one guy who was going to Popeyes, he should have just utilized that.
Exactly. That way the Uber driver would have had to sue Popeyes for having to drive to 25 different ones and lose money to a scammer out the back.
Getting some back alley chicken
there's
sandwiches.
a McDonald's every 25 feet all across the world.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm fat and lazy and I want a Big Mac, but I'm not going to drive 5 minutes down the road. Because I can't get my scooter in the car. Jesus.
Oh, my God. Those rascals are a bitch to load up.
They are.
Lord.
Oh, that is terrible.
Oh. No, I love Uber Eats, though. That's really good.
Well, we actually just had the argument yesterday. I wanted to, because we have the Instacart thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll order the groceries and they'll just have them delivered. And she's like, well, just drive there and buy the groceries. Like, but they deliver them right to your house. And like, how fucking lazy are you?
It is wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Yeah, I know,
reference
but
a 5-year-old.
But like, well, okay, yes, for your stage of life. But like for me, like I want to go and like look at things, and like if something doesn't quite look good, then I sort of like change my mind on what
It depends on who brings it to your house. I have the same lady do it every time, and she knows exactly what I like.
See, I use DoorDash from time to time, and it's always somebody different. And every now and then, it's like, thank you. I don't think I want to eat this. You're still scratching those sores. I'm not. There was one delivered yesterday that was looking at who delivered it, and then I opened the box, and it looked like somebody took a bite out of it. Looks like I'm making breakfast myself.
We need to use that in our next show.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. The Uber Eats fear. All right, we got time for one more news story.
Okay.
Since these are going, this has been fun. We told you it'd go pretty quick.
Yeah.
At least I had fun. You guys might be miserable over there. I don't know, but
When will this be over?
I usually like creepy shit,
soon,
and this
very
is doing
soon.
it for
Yes.
me. I really enjoy it.
I am terrified right now.
Perfect. That's what we're all about on the Life.
Although I am going to invest in opening a church with strippers collecting the tithe.
We definitely need to add that to our next show.
And a chick on Chick-fil-A. That's brilliant.
Welcome to the Spearmint Rhino Church of Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ!
We'll use that in our satanic cult show.
That will be your safety word. Just go, Jesus Christ!
That's too common around here.
You never know the difference.
Oh my
All
word!
right, one more news story, and we're going to have to wrap up. Authorities in Virginia say a yak on its way to the butcher shop escaped to the nearby mountains, avoiding animal control officers and treats trying to lure it back into a trailer. The News in Advance reports the yak named Meteor, which, why do you name a yak that you're going to eat? Anyway, a yak named Meteor was on its last ride Tuesday from Buckingham, Virginia to the butcher. When it got out of a trailer, the escape was called in as livestock on the loose, and Nelson County Animal Control Officer Kevin Wright says he figured he was looking for a cow. Personal preference, I guess. Wright says the yak crossed a busy highway and avoided officers trying to capture it by heading into the mountains. So, yes, we have an escaped yak. Because it's a lot of Virginia yak running out there.
But he got away, right?
He got away. So there is somewhere there is an escaped
He's never coming
Virginian
yet.
which is the most aggressive kind.
Yeah, I didn't know you could eat yak.
Yak. That's...
Yeah, it doesn't sound like...
Bet it tastes yacky.
It tastes a little yacky.
They're kind of like the cows with the real long hair and
Yeah.
horns. Okay,
Yeah.
I just don't think about yaks a lot. I guess.
You're not a yak connoisseur.
Not a yak kind of guy, I guess. No.
You should try it once. You might like it.
Yeah, once you go yak.
It rhymes and everything. Now you gotta try it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Once you
is
go,
perfect.
once you
Tim's
go,
just sitting over here
you
thinking,
never
what
go
the
back.
hell
I was
did I
going
get
to say,
myself into?
sometimes Timothy does not look the least bit amused.
No, I'm still visualizing this shit. Imagine this fucking yak running across the highway while I'm driving over to the dispensary. You know, fucking,
Yes.
is it delirium tremors or a fucking yak?
Really just going out for a Popeye's chicken. I didn't know I'd run into a yak.
Yak jerky?
Yak jerky.
You know it exists.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it
absolutely,
does.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does too.
I wonder what state was that in?
Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they raise a lot of yak in Virginia, or if it's
It could
like a
be.
specialty farm.
I don't know if it's probably a specialty farm. It's kind of like there's like emu and elk farms over in my area.
We've got reindeer farm. We've got a reindeer farm over here, and buffalo or bison. No, buffalo.
They're the same
And
thing.
buffalo and bison, I think they're genetically a little bit different.
Yeah.
So because
I don't think
bison,
about buffalo a lot either.
They taste a lot alike.
Yeah, I've had buffalo. It's good.
yeah,
I've had buffalo and bison actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
Similar. Like
'Cause, see that's another Ohio restaurant you have to check out, Buffalo Jack's.
Oh,
You can get gator, you can get shark, you can get rattlesnake, you get just all kinds of things. Yeah.
I would walk in
And
and,
they
be
have
like,
bison burgers that are really good.
I would be like, what is the weirdest thing on the menu that nobody ever orders? And then they'll tell me, and I'll be like, that's what I want to try.
Yeah, I think I had an omelet once there with alligator. It was different.
Alligators,
Probably an ostrich egg or something.
Yeah, probably.
probably.
I've had an ostrich burger.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little place around here that serves ostrich burgers, which I'm like, huh.
See, we should have had that.
No, we had
No,
tags.
Cags was awesome. I still got some rib meat stuck in my teeth.
Heck yeah, yeah.
Savor that all night, baby.
Yeah, like,
Man.
I'm just gonna suck this the whole ride home.
Give you something
Yeah.
to do.
Yep.
Oh, mercy.
Listen to some music and suck on some rib meat. it's a little slice of heaven right there, Charlie.
It is.
I'll just give you
Wasn't
one
that the
rib.
best thing about having a big old beard? You're always finding like little snacks,
Oh
and
yeah,
you're like, look at that.
absolutely.
That was from last week.
I clean it pretty well. I clean
That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
Is that a steak? Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah, wow. Crouton. I haven't had a salad in a month.
Just think about how I eat popcorn. It would look like fucking Santa Claus.
Well, sadly we're going to have to go ahead and wrap up. I really appreciate you guys
Likewise.
being in. It was a lot of fun. Matt, Hester, Timothy, last name
Grider.
Grider.
Yes.
Okay,
We appreciate you too.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you talk for an hour, a bunch of nonsense, and a bunch of nonsense just keeps coming out.
Yes, it does.
All right, we're going to sign off because I'm a fucking idiot. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the cussing show on the live radio show. We finally got to do one.
We did.
Thanks a
we
lot.
did it.
All right, thanks for being on. Check out the fearexperiment.com.
Please
Oh yeah,
do.
any other social media that we should know about?
Yeah, and when are tickets going on sale for this season?
We should probably do all
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Follow us on Facebook. It's just at the Fear. Just look up the Fear Experiment on Facebook. We are also on Instagram, and look for the announcements.
All right.
Look for the announcements.
That'll work. Follow
Yeah.
them on Facebook.
Just
Yeah.
follow the rules.
And then
All
go
right,
there.
all right. And then go there.
Yeah.
And get tickets. Go there.
Get tickets,
Yeah.
yep.
Come
Enjoy
see
it.
us. We'd love to meet you.
Enjoy having the shit scared out of you.
Yes.
Some possibly quite literally.
Literally.
Quite literally. Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for being on, and hey, thanks for listening, and we'll be back eventually.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we are on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org, and we go Facebook Live at the Life Radio Show's Facebook page. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
This is Tim. I am glad I can say fuck. It helps everything. It is who I am. I am. How does Marilyn Manson say it? I am the god of fuck.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. I am not the god of fuck, but I'm a little envious that I can't be.
It's rough. It's rough.
It is.
It's rough both being the god of fuck and not.
Yes.
Because they each have their own problems.
They absolutely do.
I'm just a demigod of fuck. All right. Let's check in.
Hello, people. I am very glad to be back, and Don had baked beans, so I'm a little bit nervous about what's going to happen in the next 20 minutes.
You're the one who's been farting all fucking afternoon.
I walk away like a polite person does because I care about you, Don.
I appreciate it.
Are we recording?
Absolutely. We've been recording this whole time.
All
right.